it's like the stage rather than the age where you're at in the beginning, because it'll happen whether you're 40 or 80, 60 or 20. You know, people will always naysay. People will always doubt. They'll always complain. They'll always criticize, and they'll always condemn you, which is maybe the worst, of trying to make you out to be, you're not good enough. Like, who makes you think, who do you think you are doing what you're doing? That kind of talk, making you feel guilty, making you feel this and that and shameful. That's the worst, guys. If you're trying to create success today, make more money today, get more recruits like into your network marketing team or whatever, or just build an online brand and a business, you gotta let go of some shit. And I can tell you at the top of that list is guilt and shame. You gotta let go of that stuff. Any negative emotions basically in your life are blocking the success from coming through. Literally, if you think of yourself as like, if you close your eyes and think of everything as energy and vibration, and your body and your mind and your soul, you're a complete energy system. When you hold on to that negative emotion, you're blocking you're blocking your energy channels from receiving abundance. But that's where the power of forgiveness is so important, right? And I picked this up from Joe Vitale. Study his stuff, good stuff. He says when you forgive, you release stuck energy. So no matter who's ever hurt you or done you wrong, continuously forgive the people that have done you wrong or hurt you in any way, shape, or form. Say that. I forgive blank. I forgive blank. I'm sorry for, and then you apologize too. Like those are things that will help you get rid of negative emotional energy that is blocking you. You think you might know it all. Like, I got all the courses. I went to the event. I studied this. I got certified. Blah, 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 blah. I'm on the newest, hypest, fastest, momentum growing, blah, blah, blah company. I should be at the moon. And, like, you could be doing everything right on the physical plane, but if there's unconscious beliefs in your mind that are still, like, not right, you're gonna repel what you're trying to create. And what makes it worse is there's that counter. There's that, it's counterintuitive, like I don't know what the right word is I'm trying to think of, but it's confusing because you're doing everything right physically, outwardly, but mentally and in your mind you're not. Because your beliefs are the things that shape and form your reality. So you got to get all of your beliefs right, consciously and unconsciously. And until you do, you'll repel the success or whatever you're trying to create into your life, whatever you're trying to manifest, really. Think of yourself as a powerful manifester. Start thinking of yourself that way. You can go out, set an intention, work at it, get focused, be diligent, control your attention, be present, and eliminate distractions, which is like TV, watching too many Cavs games. No, I'm just kidding. You can watch as many Cavs games as you want. Like, it's good to relax and do things you enjoy from time to time. But a lot of people, like, I don't have a TV. I haven't watched TV in like a year. Like, I don't have a TV. I don't need one. And I don't have to constantly fight against that distraction, which is using up energy. I just know I'm not watching TV today. What do I do instead? I educate myself. The rich people, the wealthy, the happy, those people, the most personally developed people, they didn't just get there by watching TV like the commoners that watch an average of like 5 to 7 hours a day, like Americans, I think. And yeah, Americans are bad. They're not bad people, but they're worse than a lot of countries. Like this country, you know, there's a lot of unhealthy stuff. There's a lot of stuff that needs to get fixed, quite frankly. But So yeah, I don't know, I'm just like going off a tangent, but you gotta eliminate distractions, TV and that kind of stuff. It's not gonna help you stop worrying about what people think. If you're doing what everyone else is doing too, you're more likely to tune into their wavelength, their frequency that they're on. You wanna stop. You wanna stop watching TV and stop being at that vibration if you're trying to create a different life. If you're in the 9 to 5 mindset and you live for the weekend still, and you try to, hey, what's going on, Will? Thanks for joining, man. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing great. Robert said cave who. I'm not sure what you mean. Oops. But if you're still going for the weekends, like, oh, I'm getting slammed tonight, I'm getting drunk, I'm getting high, and it's a Friday night, Saturday thing, that's typical. You're gonna get average results. Like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being like quote unquote normal or average, I guess. But is that what you want? That's the thing. Like, I'm assuming if you're here, if you're a friend of mine, if you're in home business for anything, you don't want to have a typical life. You want to step into your greatness. You want to live from your higher self. You want to be an honorable, chivalrous man. You want to be someone that's productive and constructive in all your ways of living and thinking. And that involves, you got to stop worrying about what people think today, because it's holding you back from your greatness, and it's not helping you or anybody else for that matter in this world. You gotta stop that. And I think some tips that can help is, like I already said, eliminate the distractions. Cut out things like TVs and really unhealthy food, fast food, bad habits, unhealthy habits that, a lot of the everyday average people might do that aren't like entrepreneurs, that aren't really thinking more consciously. You want to start thinking more consciously. Like, what am I putting into my body? What am I putting into my mind? What am I hearing? What am I hearing? Like, I used to never be this way, but Cavs who? Yeah, go Cavs, go Cavs. I think they'll win it all this year. Thanks for joining, guys, by the way. I think, now I kind of lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? I was talking about something. You gotta be careful what you put in your mind and your body. So, like with radio and a lot of like rap songs, a lot of music that has horrible energy and lyrics behind it. Like, I don't listen to that stuff. You don't want to put that in your system. I listen to audio programs all the time. Like, when I'm not doing videos or prospecting, I'm listening to audio programs. Sometimes I'm reading books, like physical books still. There's great value in that, but yeah, I thought I was gonna get on here real quick, but I decided I might as well hang out longer. But you just can't worry about what people think at all. You can't ever let it get to your ego. If it's too negative or too positive, it just take it kind of with a grain of salt and let it be. Just leave it at that. Otherwise, it will deter you, and you'd be shocked of how fast you can go in the wrong direction with some negativity spiraling down, which is not good. You want to get away from that, no matter who it is or how they're related to you. Be very careful of the energy you surround yourself with, of the environment you're in. Your environment is arguably the most important factor. I mean, it's more important than your DNA, than your genetics. It's your environment, the people you hang out with, what you're doing, what you're putting yourself in every day. And that goes down to the foods. Like, smart entrepreneurs eat healthy. They eat healthy. What's up, Jerry? Thanks for joining. Hope you're doing well. Smart entrepreneurs eat healthy. And I think the longer you've been in the game, the more awakened you are. And a lot of you guys who are on today, you're very awakened, I'd say, is you realize that the best of the best, they eat healthy. They don't put in the crappy fast food garbage and stuff. They eat healthy I can't talk. They eat healthy most of the time, right? Relatively speaking, I should say. Most of the time. Obviously, sometimes have a cheat day. But yeah, so hopefully these tips kind of helped. I know I kind of just got on a little bit of a rant here and just kind of, I just always speak from my mind. That's the thing. Like, I just don't, like the title of the video, I don't worry about what people think at all. And it's liberating. If you want freedom, stop caring, stop worrying about what people think today. Like, not in a mean way, but just like, I appreciate you, but I don't accept your negative opinion of me as my reality. Like Les Brown would say, it's like, your opinion of me is not my reality. But you got to be strong enough. And if you go back, I really got into it, like, passionately about who you are, your wholeness, like you're complete, perfect the way you are. You got to be strong enough to not let that get you. Like it don't get me. Like if you watch me, like if some negative shit would get on right now, block and delete. Block and delete. People get on my Periscope and say some nasty, horrid, disgusting comments. It comes up, click and block. In a fraction of a second. It does not faze me. It does not faze me. That's the point you want to get to. Like I'm still growing and improving every day, especially in this too. But you want to, like, what people think about me, if, like the bad, the negative, the crap, that shit, does not faze me. Like I just said, you want it it's like instinct. It's habitual. Like someone could be screaming in my face, yelling at me, calling me all the crappiest shit, and I'm just there in my zone. It don't faze me. You want to get to that point. Like it does not faze you. Like smack talking, trash talking in the NBA, you can't let it get to your head. Anyway, whether it's good or bad, because it can go wrong both ways. Too much hype, too much, you're the best, you're too much of that, gets a blown up ego, and you start really thinking that. You start believing, oh, I'm really so much different. No, you're not. You're not. Like, you're perfect, like I was saying, spiritually, divinely, but you're also the same as everyone else. You're temporary. You're going to die one day, and you're not better than any other human being. So you want to have that combination, which is, it's tricky. It's tricky, but I'll leave it at this. I'll leave it at this before I go. It's about 30 minutes. You want to have that combination, a healthy combination of how should I say it? A healthy combination of not giving a damn, not letting any negativity faze you or affect you in a bad way, and also having, I think, confident humility. Being humble, but also being confident. Like being convicted in what you do. Like genuinely believing in what you do, knowing it makes a difference. It's important work. And knowing that, how it affects other people. If you're like most people on this planet, then again, you might not be. But if you're like most people on this planet, when you're doing important work that you believe in, and there's more purpose and reasons behind it than just providing for yourself, which is ego. If it's just all about you, how can I do this, and blah, 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 blah. How can I make more money? Then you're not going to be motivated. But when you open yourself up to a greater purpose of taking care of other people, family, spouses, boyfriend, girlfriend, kids, aunts, uncles, or cousins, causes, homeless people, charity causes, or you're supporting a cause. Maybe you got OCD or diabetes or cancer or whatever, right? And you're overcoming it. Maybe you want to raise money to support that cause because you know that pain. That pain will push you to greatness, like E.T. says. That pain can push you. When that resonates with you, that pain of what other people go through, you'll try to go out there and really make a difference. If you really care about people, if you genuinely care about people and you can empathize with them enough, you'll go out there and you'll try to make a difference. You got to have that purpose, though. You got to have that purpose, and it opens you up to the universal God, intelligence, divine, whatever, and you're so much more capable of doing so much more, making so much more money, doing so much more with your life, making such a bigger impact if you come from that place. So have a combination of like not caring at all what, don't worry about what people think about you, and having that toughness a bit, like mentally knowing like they can say all that stuff in the world, but that doesn't mean a damn thing about me, right? No matter what anybody says about you, it's that confident self-image. But then also not being cocky or arrogant about it too, having that combination of humble confidence, having humility. You're great just the way you are. You're perfect the way you are. Don't let the negativity bother you. But then also don't forget that you're no better than anybody else as well. So it's having that combination and kind of living in the middle, being present and being coming from that place, I think, of your higher self is where you hold your greatest power. So hopefully these tips really help today. If you enjoy the tips, feel free, stop by whenever I go live next time. Maybe I'll go live later tonight. Who knows? Change up the status quo, do something different, make a change. But until next time, Peace out, my friends. Peace out, Periscope and Twitter. See you next time. Peace out.